Hello YouTube, it's been a while, but I'm back with another tutorial on how to get the uh, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and PlayStation 4 controllers working on the Nintendo Switch. This will also work with the PC, Android devices, uh, and Raspberry Pis as well. It works really well, and 8BitDo also came out with the new uh, Bluetooth converter, which works pretty well. I've tested it out and had absolutely no issues with it. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Also, I recently got a 3D printer, and if you guys are looking to download or create your own 3D models, if you just so happen to have a 3D printer, or looking for recommendations, I would suggest the Ender 3 3D printer. It's only $150 to what I remember. And yeah, you can print out some really good prints. This one doesn't look that great, but I added a few extra attachments to mine, which at the moment I actually got working perfectly fine. So this is an old one from like a month ago. So yeah, it works pretty well as a stand though. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to be showing off uh, both of the converters. So let's just get them plugged in. So the first one, just turn it around and plug it in. There's one downside to these converters. That is, you cannot attach them side by side, which is very inconvenient for everyone who wants to get them. So what you have to do is get a USB splitter and do all that fun stuff. But other than that, they do work really well. And showing them off. So, first off, let's connect the PS5 controller. So you hold down this button right up here, and then you hold down the PlayStation button at the same time until you see that flash. Then you turn this around. I'm going to show off the original, the one that I showed off before. And it is connected. There's one thing I forgot to show off on my previous one. You have to press this gear right down here and scroll down to controllers and sensors. I'm so glad that they added Bluetooth to this. It's about time. But you go down to Pro Wired Communication, Pro Controller Wired Communication. So just make sure to turn that on. Yes. And then go back. Since this is already pre-added, all you would have to do is this. Use it. So, here's how to get the the Xbox Series X controller working. So, it's the same exact thing as the Xbox One controller, where you just press the power button and you hold down the sync button. Then you turn around. Since I already had it connected, it's already doing that, but the same steps do apply with the original one. So you just press that button, hold down the power button, and then hold down this button. And then, there you go. I personally have tested this with a few games like Metroid Dread, and it works really well. the vibrations on it work super well. I would definitely recommend getting this converter just for this controller alone. But if you want more of a freeing personalization type thing with the different layout of your controls, definitely try the PS5 or 4, whichever one you can get a hold of. So just open the game. I'm in the boss fight right now, so let me just... Okay. And as you can see, the gyro controls work really well. And then just go back to the home screen, turn off the controller, and let's show off the PlayStation 4. So the steps are exactly the same, so you don't have to change anything. So hold down the sync button, or share button I mean, and the home button at the same time. Any second now. Well, that's what I get for refusing to charge my stuff. So let me just get a wire. And as it's charging, just the share and power on. Or, hold on, turn that off. Third try. There you go. Now that's doing that, just press this button and watch it connect. And as you can see, it's connected just fine. This basically works with any controller that you want, so don't be afraid to find a controller you want to use and test it out, see if it works. So let's say you don't have this type of dock, which is the let me just pull this off. This dock that I'm currently using, one of my favorites, is the Hori Nintendo Switch multi-USB splitter dock, or stand, not a dock, which is also very compact, so if you want to bring it with you on the go, it saves the USB port, so nothing bad happens to it. But let's say you have a 3D printer and you want something cheaper. Since you can make it, or if you want something a lot cheaper than any stand that you can find, you just go on Thingiverse or something like that and just print one out. All you'll need for that is one of these. Since I don't have access to my old one since I gave it away, I got this one for different purposes, mainly as a preparation for the Steam Deck that's coming out later this year. So just put it through the hole here. As you can see, it fits perfectly. Then you just take whichever Nintendo Switch that you want. I'm going to show it off with my Switch Lite as well. And just plug it in. Now it's in. Turn it on. And just take one of these again. Since there's not many USB ports on this, I'm going to show them off one by one. So, PlayStation 4, paired, and connected. You have to do the same step with this, where you go into here, go down to controllers and sensors, and pro wired communication on. So now just disconnect this. Let's now do the PS5. Put it in pairing mode. And then press the button again. Now that's paired, same thing works. And now, just show off the Xbox Series X. Just do the same thing one last time. Again, there might be an update for these, so make sure to go on the 8bit2 website and check it out. Make sure it's on. Make sure this is on. And then you're good to go. Let me just say the vibration in these controllers are some of the best I've had. They're a lot stronger than the Nintendo Switch ones, but definitely if you have a chance, get both this this port and then one of these controllers, and you're good to go. You can use any controller with these as long as it's Bluetooth, and yeah, there's a lot of hidden features, like you can set macros, you can turn on turbo features. I forget exactly how I set it up on my PS5 controller, but you can also change the colors that are coming through here. So if you want red, you can do red. If you want blue, you can keep it the same. But their app has a lot of new features that you should definitely look into. So with that being said, goodbye, and hope you guys get some of your games working with this, and let me know in the comments if you want me to try something else. Also, if you want a STL of this Switch stand, I'll have one in the description of the video so that if you have a 3D printer by any chance, you can print one out. Okay, and that being said, have a nice night.